Let's kick this high-energy explainer off. Today, we are breaking down the incredible 2025 MotoGP season opener at the Chang International Circuit in Buriram, Thailand. We're going to focus exclusively on that thrilling Saturday sprint race, because honestly, this weekend had absolutely everything. Blistering heat, a major shakeup before the bikes even hit the track, and rookies who flat-out refused to respect the established hierarchy. If you want a clear picture of how the balance of power is shifting in 2025, this Thailand sprint is the perfect microscope. So, let's get right into it.
Here is our agenda for today. 1. Qualifying, Marquez Brothers front row. 2. Sprint opens, the start dash. 3. Race action, rookies and vets. 4. Final sprint race results. And 5. 2025 latest point rankings. Let's hit the track.
Section 1. Qualifying. Marquez Brothers front row. Historic Ducati dominance in Buriram.
Just look at this number, 128.782. I mean, that is just a blisteringly fast lap time. Marc Marquez threw this down on his highly anticipated factory Ducati debut, riding the GP25. He basically laid down the gauntlet at the earliest possible opportunity, proving that his adaptation to this factory machine was instantly lethal.
And here is how that top 5 shook out. It was practically a family reunion at the front, with Alex Marquez slotting his Gresini Ducati into second, barely a tenth and a half behind his older brother. Reigning champ Pecco Bagnaia rounded out the all-Ducati front row. But you know what's really wild? Down in fifth, Japanese rookie Ai Ogura on the Trackhouse Aprilia absolutely stunned the paddock, putting himself right in the mix with the heavyweights in his very first Premier Class weekend.
Section 2. Sprint opens. The start dash. 13 laps of pure adrenaline.
Keep in mind, defending world champion Jorge Martin was actually missing from the grid due to a preseason training injury, so the championship was wide open right from the jump. Now, in a sprint race, it's a 13-lap half-distance dash. Everybody bolts on the soft rear tire, you're pushing a 300-horsepower missile to its absolute limit right from turn 1, with zero worries about saving the tire for later. That makes the start dash absolutely critical.
Here's how the chaos actually played out chronologically. Lap 1, lights out, and Marc instantly grabs a commanding lead. By the midpoint around lap 7, the midfield just erupted into a total dogfight, especially between the KTMs. And by lap 13, well, we were treated to a historic finish.
Picture these roaring factory Ducatis diving into turn 1. Marc executed a perfect start, translating that pole position into a flawless, commanding lights-to-flag lead. Right on his tail was his younger brother Alex on the GP24, essentially chasing his shadow. Alex played a high-speed game of catch-up for the entire 13 laps, but he kept up a relentless pace to hold the rest of the pack at bay.
Section 3. Race action, rookies and vets. Fierce battles in the pack.
While the Marquez brothers checked out at the front, the real fireworks were happening just behind them. It was a brilliant generational clash. You had reigning champ Pecco Bagnaia stuck in third, fiercely defending his spot against rookie sensation Ai Ogura, who was hounding him with literally zero intimidation. Meanwhile, the Red Bull KTM teammates were going to war. Pedro Costa, fresh in the factory squad, locked horns with the veteran Brad Binder. They're two of the latest breakers on the grid, and Acosta eventually forced his way past after multiple hair-raising, bar-banging attempts to steal sixth.
You have to love Ogura's enthusiastic reaction after the sprint. He said, "I couldn't be happier. It's the absolute best." That completely captures the vibe of his debut. Riding that Trackhouse Aprilia, he proved he could keep pace with a multi-time world champion. He didn't just survive, he thrived, and signaled he is a massive new threat in the paddock.
Section 4. Final sprint race results. The checkered flag drops.
Okay, let's look at the hard data. Marc crossed the line with a comfortable 1.185-second cushion over Alex. And guys, that was a historic moment. The first ever Marquez brother 1-2 finish in MotoGP history. Bagnaia had to fight incredibly hard just to stay within 3.5 seconds and lock down that final podium spot.
Scanning the rest of the top 10, the sheer dominance of Ducati is obvious. They took 4 of the top 5 spots, but it wasn't a complete lockout. Aprilia claimed a brilliant 4th with Ogura, KTM grabbed 6th and 8th, and the Japanese manufacturers fought tooth and nail into the points, with Quartararo taking 7th for Yamaha and Mir taking 9th for Honda.
Section 5. 2025 latest point rankings. The championship picture emerges.
Let's zoom out. Factoring in the main Sunday race as well, these standings show a massive early advantage for Ducati, sitting 1-2-3. But again, look at fourth place. Rookie Ayogura, sitting fourth in the World Championship with 17 points after round 1, is just an astonishing achievement for him and Trackhouse Aprilia.
But the biggest takeaway number today is 37. 37 championship points for Marc Marquez, achieved by doing the absolute double, winning both the Saturday Sprint and the main Sunday Grand Prix. He is back on a factory bike, he is in peak form, and the gauntlet is officially thrown.
So, what's the bottom line from this explainer? The Ducati wall is very real right now. Their straight line speed and traction are off the charts. But these rookies, guys like Agura and Acosta, are adapting to these prototype machines way faster than anyone expected. They aren't waiting their turn. They are taking the fight directly to the established champions today.
Which leaves us with a fascinating question for the rest of this grueling 2025 season. With Jorge Martin eventually returning to join this fight, who do you think will be the first to truly shatter this dominant Ducati momentum? Can Aprilia or KTM step up? Or will one of these fearless rookies be the one to break the wall? Let that sink in. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.